Track my order, track my order. It's 2 hours late. I can't believe this is happening.
John paced the living room, his phone glued to his ear. He'd been waiting for this package for weeks, and now it was nowhere to be found. John was a worrier, a trait that his roommate, Mark, found endlessly amusing. Mark often teased John about his tendency to overthink everything.
Relax, Johnny boy, it's just a package. Your precious package will arrive, eventually. Patience is a virtue, you know.
But it's a limited edition, glow-in-the-dark, self-stirring coffee mug. You don't understand how rare this is. They only made 500. 500! It's practically a collector's item.
Mark sprawled comfortably on the sofa, barely looked up from his magazine. He was the epitome of calm, the exact opposite of John.
And how many people do you think actually want a mug that glows in the dark and stirs itself? Besides you, obviously.
John, ignoring Mark's sarcasm, continued his frantic pacing. He couldn't help but imagine all the things that could go wrong.
What if it got lost? Stolen? What if it was delivered to the wrong address? Abducted by aliens who have a peculiar fascination with self-stirring coffee mugs. The possibilities were endless.
If aliens wanted your mug, Johnny, they'd just beam it up. They wouldn't bother with delivery services. They wouldn't need to steal it. So just relax and wait. It'll get here when it gets here.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You find my misery utterly delightful.
Maybe just a smidge. It's not every day I get to witness such high-stakes drama over a coffee mug, even a glow-in-the-dark one.
A loud buzz from the intercom interrupted them.
Finally, S3, delivery!
John exclaimed, practically sprinting towards the door.
Come on up, come on up!
Mark chuckled, shaking his head at his roommate's eagerness.
You'd think he was about to receive the crown jewels.
The doorbell rang, and John practically ripped the door open. Standing in the hallway was a burly delivery driver, a confused frown etched on his face. He held a small, unassuming package, certainly not the size of a coffee mug.
Are you John?
John, momentarily thrown by the small package, nodded eagerly. He had been waiting for his order all week and was excited to finally receive it.
This is for you then,
the driver said, thrusting the package into John's hands. John stared down at the package, his brow furrowed in confusion. It was much smaller than he had anticipated. It was small, light, and felt suspiciously like fabric. He shook it gently, trying to guess what could be inside.
This isn't right. I ordered a coffee mug. This can't be it. Look, I just deliver the stuff, pal. Don't shoot the messenger.
And with that, he was gone. John turned back to Mark, his face a mask of bewilderment. He couldn't understand how his order could be so wrong.
This isn't my mug. It's too small, too light. And what is that strange rustling sound? He shook the package again, hearing the soft rustle inside.
Mark, unable to contain his amusement any longer, burst into laughter. He found the whole situation hilariously absurd.
Let me guess, the aliens decided to send you a consolation prize? Mark teased, still chuckling.
John, ignoring Mark's teasing, carefully peeled open the package. He was determined to find out what was inside. Inside, nestled amidst tissue paper, was a pair of bright pink, fluffy bunny slippers. John couldn't believe his eyes.
Bunny slippers? Who on earth would send me bunny slippers? I mean, seriously, out of all the things in the world, why bunny slippers? This has to be some kind of joke.
He looked at Mark, his eyes narrowed suspiciously. There was no doubt in his mind that Mark had something to do with this bizarre gift.
This is your doing, isn't it? Come on, admit it. You're the only one who would think of something this ridiculous.
I swear it wasn't me. But I have to admit, those slippers are something else. They do have a certain charm, don't they?
John sighed, defeated. The absurdity of the situation washed over him and a reluctant smile spread across his face. He couldn't help but see the humor in it all.
Well, at least my feet will be warm. And who knows, maybe these slippers will start a new trend.
That's the spirit. Besides, who needs a self-stirring coffee mug when you've got bunny slippers? They might just be the best gift ever.
And so John, the proud owner of a pair of bright pink bunny slippers, decided that maybe, just maybe, life was a little more interesting with a dash of the unexpected. He realized that sometimes it's the little absurdities that make life memorable, even if it meant embracing the absurdity of it all. After all, life is too short to take everything so seriously.